Alright, it's Saturday night and I feel alright. Victory football has returned to Melbourne with the Melbourne derby. Melbourne City versus Melbourne Victory. I am Jason. You might know me as part of the fan channel for Vuck's sake, as part of the Outside 90 network. Joining me is my partner Buds. How are you, Buds?
Very good, mate. It is absolutely heaving here. It's going to be one of those great nights in A-League history.
For Vuck's sake will be your outlet for the fan channels for the coming season, the one-stop shop. We've got the podcast, we've also got the video content coming to you during the year, and also some written articles as well. So keep a lookout on the Outside 90 network for that. We're going to talk to the punters today before the game, get some thoughts about how they're feeling about the game, maybe about the changing of the guard, the perceived changing of the guard in Melbourne football, and also will they boo Timmy Cahill?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a big game. I don't know how many City fans are going to turn up. Generally, these things are about a 70-30 split, but I'm seeing a lot of brand new City shirts walking down. They're less than a week old on the punters, so I think it's going to be a big one in the stands tonight.
It's going to be a big night. Let's get into it.
What are your thoughts on the game tonight?
Should be a good one. A big crowd. First derby of the year. Hopefully get up, get the points, and give it into those City scum, huh?
What do you think about the crowd tonight? How many you think is going to pile in?
Oh, close to 50, I reckon.
So what do you think? Are you confident about tonight's game?
No, not really, but I think it's going to be a good, close game. I predict a draw.
Now, Timmy Cahill, boo or no boo?
Oh, definitely a boo.
Definitely a boo?
Definitely.
Doesn't matter how many goals he scored for the country?
Nah, doesn't matter now. It means zilch.
Now, the bench we've got Broxham, Ansell, Jai Ingham and Seb Pasquale, the young 16-year-old boy. He's been named on the bench. Who would you bring on if Rojas tires out? Would you bring on Ingham or would you bring on Pasquale?
Depends on what we need at the time. If we need just to calm things down, probably Ingham. But if we need to really attack, I go Pasquale.
What do you think the score's going to be tonight?
I'm shattered to say, but I reckon Victory win 2-1.
Here at the post game now, Buds, what did you make of the game? Obviously, probably the most we've ever been dominated in a game outside of the old Sydney 5-0 massacre on Australia Day.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That was the worst Melbourne Victory performance I've ever seen at Etihad. I didn't think it could get any worse than the Australia Day game a few years ago when Seb Ryle and Del Piero absolutely killed us. As if you would have listened to our podcast so many times and seen our Twitter feeds, we had great reservations on our ability to be an attacking force this year. When we saw that Benny Calfella was the attacking midfielder this evening, had reservations about that too. He was absolutely terrible. Our midfield just got beaten up again and again. Luke Bratton was enormous tonight, and the crowd got what they came for with Tim Cahill, who scored what will probably be a top 5 goal in the A-League of all time. I've been dismayed by Kevin Muscat's lack of plan B for a good 18 months since we won the championship. Last year it was the same thing. This season it looks to be the same thing on the last 2 performances. He just doesn't change anything, and the players don't look like they're playing on instinct. The players look like they are playing to a set system. The system does not work. Where do you think the game was won and lost tonight?
Definitely on the scoreboard.
That's an astute call.
No, he just very much out-pressured you. You looked very lost with the ball. Very much under pressure every time you had it. You did not make good decisions.
I reckon Timmy Cahill is all I need to say. The man, the myth, the legend really pulled through tonight.
Nick, what'd you think of the 4-1 massacre?
I think it was pretty much a fair result, really. The way we played, City played really well.
Victor, the Victory fan, how apt. What did you think of the 4-1 massacre tonight?
Disappointing, very disappointing, and I must say that if we keep going like this, we're going to have a long, long season ahead of us, and hopefully it's just a one-off for the year, and maybe we can turn it around on Tuesday, yeah?
Andrew, what did you think of the 4-1 massacre tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest night for the Victory boys. A really disappointing night. It's pretty much all you can say.
How did you feel about tonight's match? Melbourne Victory 1, Melbourne City 4.
It's a pretty fucking piss week, I'd have to say. As soon as I saw the lineups, I knew we were just going to get swamped in midfield. I knew FBK was going to do nothing all game, and he did nothing all game.
Connor, upset?
Yeah, it's shocking. First game back, first derby, expecting a win, and poor performance from the boys. Just couldn't get there. Second half was a bit better, but the first half just